This post is going to be for people who need a place to talk about this because it's getting smaller and smaller places we have that we can just be safe to talk, a safe space. But I'm so devastated at the amount of people that if you give them a good show, fireworks, let them feel a little patriotic and entertained, and they completely forget about everything going on. I see videos and I go to the comments and I see nothing but division back and forth. There's nobody, and I see that it's not even about us having a better place, which that should be the goal, right? We all want to live in a better place. But no, in the comments, it's just I want to be right. I don't care if my side is wrong and would burn the whole world down as long as I win this argument. Nobody cares about the consequences anymore. They just have to win the argument. It's not about what's right, it's about winning the argument and fighting. And I thought we were getting more clear eyed about sides being the best tool our elites have ever made to keep us in line and busy and distracted. And I thought more people were saying that the aisle was the best line in the sand ever drawn because now we just stare at each other instead of looking at them. I thought we were doing better, but no, it's getting worse. And this whole thing last night, because people enjoyed it and nothing catastrophic happened. So people see this as a success and patriotic and it's wonderful and it was great and all this. So they're digging in even deeper when they cannot see the big picture. The whole thing is a bread and circus, and people are eating it up. They're being bought, and they don't even realize it. You are being bought with entertainment, and you're agreeing to it when you consume it and forget about everything else and say, well, that was fun. I don't really care about this other stuff you're doing right now. That was pretty fun for me. Can I have another? And then before you know it, we're okay with stuff because we are having fun. We forget about the people that are suffering on the other end. If your fun and entertainment is at the expense of other people's suffering, it's not right. And people are actively being bought off with this junk because they're entertained. So, who cares about what's going on in Iran? Who cares about our economy? Who cares about the oil crisis? Who cares about the healthcare crisis? Who cares about the fact people are starting to go homeless left and right because it's so expensive? Who cares? We just literally surrendered to an enemy in battle. We celebrated last night and everybody had a great time. Who cares that literally last night your president agreed to give Iran everything they wanted and we get nothing in return? He gets out of it. That's what we get. He gets out of the mess he made. But he's going to spin it as I'm a peacemaker, look at me, I made peace. Well, if you created the chaos, do you know how many people do that? How many people create the problem so they can swoop in and be the hero? It's a tale as old as time. And literally, he done this. He created this problem. And now this peace deal is literally his only way out. And it is us surrendering. Mark my words, this will not last. This is false peace. Because he promised things to them he doesn't have to give. one of the promises was that all the IDF would pull out of Lebanon. It will not happen. And Iran said this morning, we're not signing nothing till Friday because we want to see if you can deliver on the promises. So now this week, guess what? He has to try to get Netanyahu to concede and pull everything out of Lebanon. You think he'll do that? No. Plus, that means they get their frozen money, $12 billion. They're going to get to charge tolls and work with Oman and the Strait of Hormuz. We're going to get reparations. He's even given them enriched uranium, which that was supposed to be why we went in to begin with. No nuclear weapons. He's letting them have low enrichment. Let me tell you what happens. If they can enrich low, they can enrich high. This is literally a defeat. We surrendered last night, but everybody was entertained, so it's fine. I'm going to be honest with you. We've never been weaker. I dare say we are weaker right now than we were after Pearl Harbor. You want to know why? People are complacent and asleep. They don't even realize how dangerously weak we are right now because we're getting a good show. Well, we're getting fighter jets and military men that look swell in their uniforms standing there with their weapons, and it looks patriotic, but behind the scenes, we are surrendering in a war that we started. You're celebrating while we're surrendering. You mark my words, that's what happened. You're going to say I'm crazy, da-da-da-da-da. I do this every day of my life. I know what I'm talking about. Know what I'm talking about. I'm saddened. I'm grieving for people. I am starting to kind of get just a grain of sand, a morsel of what Noah felt, watching the entire world around him lullabied to sleep, entertained to complacency, unaware of what's coming right for them. Can't see the clouds in the sky because they're too entertained down here. They're too distracted to smell the rain in the air. They're cheering too loud to feel the drops hitting their skin. It's the saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. It feels like I'm going to die sometimes because I look around and see just hordes, droves of people, and I see them cheering mindlessly, and all I can do is picture them in hell, screaming, weeping, and wailing, gnashing of teeth. They can discern the stars, but they can't see the Son of Man coming. And it's unbearable. It's unbearable. And I know some of you are feeling the same thing. And I don't want you to feel alone. You need to feel like you're not alone right now. I'm going to be honest. I need to feel like I'm not alone right now. I need to feel like there's others out there, that there's still some. Because it's feeling a lot more desolate out here. And we need the encouragement to know that we're not alone. There's still some out there that love the Lord, that will put Him first, and that are not asleep and they see. We need to see that. It'll encourage us. And that's why I make posts like this. I love y'all. Hang in there.